Alright guys, welcome back to the second video of today. If you've not seen the first video with the insane leaks for the next pack, the May pack, or maybe not the May pack question mark, we'll also talk about this in this video. Go check that out. It's in the top right corner. One of the best cards to ever be printed is coming in the next pack. Today we want to talk about the Master Duel Forbidden and Limited List update, but not only that, because also my little theory that I proposed a month ago might become true, because we will see something very interesting here when clicking on this. So we will not only talk about the ban list, but something else here that could be very interesting and very relevant for everyone playing the game, and especially for free-to-play players. So first of all, we have the Master Duel Forbidden Limited List update, which is very early, 22 of April. This is early. Normally it comes at the end of the month. We might find out in a moment why that is. And you can also see a very strange scheduled maintenance here in 1 day and 20 hours, which is a bit strange because normally the maintenance comes at the end of the month when the ladder is reset and not that early. So let's click here. Now we can see the very strange thing up here. It says Master Duel has announced the Forbidden and Limited List update. It will be implemented on April 30th. We will talk about the ban list in a moment here, and don't you worry, but this is strange because for the last year or even more, this was a reliable indicator for the date that the next pack will drop, right? So if we would have to keep on this, if we would say, okay, this is true and this has been true for the last year, then our next pack will not come in April, in May, it will come on the April 30th. Which definitely makes sense. Here's my theory if you have not heard it. I think that at the current moment in Master Duel, we are playing catch up to at least the TCG. I think this game wants to catch up to the TCG in order to get more players into this game, because I think TCG players would definitely play more Master Duel if it was the TCG format and not a special Master Duel specific format. Obviously, it's not the TCG format with cards like Max C being in here, that's for sure. But this is always an indicator for the announcement of the next pack, because normally the Forbidden and Limited List update will be implemented at the release of the next pack. This always goes together, has been so for the last year. So we might see another pack on April 30th, what also could mean that we will maybe see another pack in May also. So this would be the same as last month, where at the end of the month, at the end of March, we got this surprise pack when it was Easter. We got the surprise pack with all the, what was it, the volcanic and the bonfire stuff. And then 2 weeks afterwards, we got another pack, the so-called April pack. So could be the case here. This is not guaranteed, but would also make sense with this very strange scheduled maintenance here. Could be the case that we will get the May pack on April 30th, and then we will get another pack in May. This could be. So if you want to know the latest leak for the May pack, could be the April 30th pack now, then go check that out in the top right corner. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of my theory. I think we are doing this at the current moment, and if this is the case, then there's a lot to be said for the free-to-play players, because then obviously you have to manage your resources very wisely, because getting 2 packs in a row in like continuous for a few months will definitely drain all your resources. Then you might have to invest in this game. But if this is true, we will talk about this in another video, an upcoming video. If this will be true and we will get a pack on April 30th and then a pack in May again, then I will make a video where I talk about what you should optimally do with your resources concerning the new release cycle that we are currently on, it seems. But we will have to see how this turns out. I think, this is my theory, let me know in the comments what you think, that we will get 2 packs, one April 30th and then another one in May. But yeah, let's see what this brings here. So Master Duel Forbidden and Limited List. We have cards to be semi-limited. Snake Eye Ash from 3 to 2. I like this. It hits the consistency, doesn't destroy the deck. This deck is then still playable when the Fire King cards come around. I still think that the Fire King cards will come in the next update. We will have another leak next Sunday, and then this pack, or the next pack, the May pack, may already drop next Tuesday, because April 30th is next Tuesday. We might have the new pack then already, but remains to be seen, right? We can't be 100% sure. But yeah, we have cards to be semi-limited. Snake Eye Ash. I think this is fine. This is cool. This is hitting the consistency, not stealing or robbing the deck of any like playable card, which is, and I always like this, right? I always like this, especially now that we have the bonfire. We also have to be aware of the fact that this happening is not the biggest thing, because this deck has worked with not having 3 bonfires, so you can basically cut 3 consistency cards from this deck, and this deck still works. And now we have cut 1 consistency card from the deck, so it is as if we only have gotten like 2 bonfires. Though obviously keep in mind that a Snake Eye Ash, not having a Snake Eye Ash is worse than not having a bonfire, because if you play bonfire to get to your Snake Eye Ash, then you can get drone and lockbirded, and here you get drone and lockbirded one step farther away. Basically, you get your poplar still. If you get drone and lockbirded with the bonfire, you will not get your poplar, because then your Snake Eye Ash can't search it anymore. We have Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils going from 3 to 2, another consistency hit, which is not the same as hitting a bonfire, because the Wanted is quote unquote worse than the bonfire. You can't really say that. It has different applications here. I like this. I like these consistency hits, to be honest. Don't think that they will do as much as I already have pointed out. We have the bonfire now at 3 in the game, so the consistency of this deck will not be a problem. It will just run more hand traps then, I guess, which is also very dangerous, as we have seen in the past when we didn't have the bonfire. There were just a lot of hand traps in the deck, and this also worked very well, just activating the hand traps and then hand trapping your opponent. This will also come in quite nicely when the Fire King stuff comes out, I would guess in the next pack, honestly, but we will see. And the Fire King stuff can then, because the Fire King engine, if you're not aware, the Fire King engine is bigger, so you need to cut some stuff for the Fire King cards, and now you have cuttable stuff here. When it comes to the consistency cards, you can still just go and play triple Bellstar, and then it doesn't really make a difference. You can go play triple Bellstar, 2 Wanteds, and it's still a very consistent and big engine that you will quite regularly come to your place that you want to come to. So I don't think this makes a big difference. And then we have cards to be limited. And this is all for the list. We have Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer from 2 to 1. Sure, I'm not so super familiar with the combo here. You Super Heavy Samurai players in the video can let me know in the comments, or us know in the comments, whether this is very impactful. I have the feeling, isn't it like you search this and then you revive this with the revive guy, right? And then you can use it again. So is it really important to have 2 of these? Is it not, don't you only need 1 that you can then always revive and recycle and then use the effect again? This is how it is in my mind. But obviously this is also a consistency here. It gives you less ability to start with this, gives you less ability to just have this, because this can obviously also be equipped. So if you have a normal starter and you have this in your hand as a follow-up, as an extender, then it's quite nice. And now you will have this less frequently, even though I have to be honest, I have not seen, I have climbed, and you will see videos with this. I've climbed with 60 card Branded Despia this time around to Master 1. It was one of the most fun climbs I ever had. But yeah, I honestly have not seen a single Super Heavy Samurai deck here. I like this. I like the consistency hits to this deck, because I think this is just a boring and annoying deck with way too many hand traps. Not unlike Snake Eyes, if I have to be honest here, but don't know. This no one plays this, because I also had the feeling, you can let me know in the comments what you think. I had the feeling that everyone was playing Super Heavy Samurai when this first came out, or some people were playing it because it was the best deck at the time. You can't argue against that. But now that there are other good decks that you can play, Snake Eye, for example, nobody is playing this anymore, because this deck is inherently not very fun, and people don't like to play this deck, I think, because otherwise people would still be playing this way more. As I already said, I have not seen a single Super Heavy Samurai deck, I think, on my way to Master 5 to Master 1, which says a lot. Maybe I was just unlucky, but you can also let me know in the comments whether you are facing a lot of this or not. I like this. It's just a consistency hit list, and it was definitely time that something happens here to the Snake Eye stuff, but they want soft hits, obviously, because the Fire King stuff is still to be released. If you kill the Snake Eye engine completely, then everything that follows here will be worse. Also keep in mind that we will get new stuff for the Wanted and the Bellstar stuff here. So for example, if you're not aware of the card, we will get the Bellstar, and then also the Snake Eyes Bellstar, but the Bellstar is, this recently came out or will come out this week in the TCG, but we can quickly read her. If a Sinful Spoils card is in either graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, so very easy to special summon. And then here it says, as a continuous effect, your opponent must set a spell trap cards before activating them. So it's kind of like an anti-spell fragrance, an anti-spell, anti-trap fragrance, even though traps can't be activated the turn they are set. So yeah. And if a spell trap becomes set on the field where this card is in the monster zone, you can target one card your control and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. So this is an anti-spell fragrance that you can just activate and play in your Bellstar, Wanted Bellstar deck. So they will get more support in the future. So this is why they don't want to kill the complete engine, the Snake Eye or the Diabellstar wanted engine, especially because we are getting the Fire Kings, obviously. So we are seeing some consistency hits here. We are not seeing like Forbidden Snake Eye Ash or Snake Eye Oak Forbidden or the Flamebirch Dragon Forbidden or stuff like this. This is why this is happening here, or in the TCG, the Forbidden of the Baron de Fleur, the Borrowed Savage, and the Linguribo, which all of them are not Snake Eye and wanted cards, obviously, which is the same idea, right? They didn't do this in the TCG because they want to keep all of this stuff around because it will get new support in the future. But yeah, these are the first little hits for the deck, and I think that's quite fine. It will get a bit worse, but will still be the strongest deck in the room, especially if Fire King comes out, then the Fire King Snake Eye is just the strongest. But let me know what you think of these changes, and let me know what you think of my little theory here. I'm predicting April 30th surprise pack drop here, if I gotta be honest, because otherwise why would we have this strange maintenance? Maybe I'm not getting something here, but you can let me know. Maybe you are more aware of this maintenance thing here. Konami has planned to schedule maintenance for April 24th. We are still in a dual trying event. What event will be held again? And yeah, I guess preparations for a new event. This is what it says here. But yeah, maybe it's only preparations for a new event. I don't know. We will see. I think we will get a new pack and then a pack afterwards. But this might also be wrong. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting a thumbs up and the notification bell. This helps the channel out a lot. And we will see each other in the next one, guys.